Tony, first of all, John Obi Mikel's arrived this week. How pleased are you to get him, and what do you see him bringing to the squad?
Well, his experience, as much as anything else, and the fact that he's a winner, and he's had that winning mentality at Chelsea. Come from a football club that has won almost everything with him being involved in. So yeah, you know, a good player, but a winner, and hopefully that rubs off on everybody around the football club.
Well, speaking of everyone around the football club, what sort of message does that send to everyone already here that you can attract somebody with John Obi Mikel's reputation?
Yeah, we're very pleased. You know, obviously there was lots of other clubs who were interested in in John. We spent a bit of time on it, and you know, we've convinced him that this will be a really, really good challenge for him. And thank goodness he's come on board.
Obviously, back in the summer, you were looking at Yannick Bolasie. I know he came and had a look around. Now that his deal with Villa's fallen through, is there any thoughts about going back in here?
No, Yannick has not come into it at all. We've not spoken about Yannick.
And in terms of trying to get a bit more pace around the side, how hopeful are you between now and next Thursday?
Yeah, we've been a little bit disappointed. We've missed out on one or two things have moved away from us, but that's what happens. But yeah, we've got other things moving. You know, we are desperately keen to add to the front of the pitch, to be honest. And we're working hard behind the scenes to try and do that.
Confident?
Well, you never know, and things change quickly. 1 minute you think you've got something, and then it falls away from you. So it's just a case of keeping your fingers crossed, and hopefully something will drop.
The only other one is obviously Grant Ledbetter has been strongly linked with
yes.
to Sunderland. How far down the road?
Yeah, I think they're talking. You know, Grant's a wonderful professional. He's been absolutely fantastic since I've been at this football club. I think he served the club brilliantly. He's a Sunderland lad. It'd be a wonderful move for him. You know, they're a big football club, and Grant's got a lot of affection, not only for this football club but for Sunderland as well. So, you know, if we can help in any way, we'll try and help the situation. But you know, the finances are out of my hands. That's between both parties, both clubs.
Looking ahead to this weekend's game, then obviously the bigger picture is that the league and trying to win promotion. So how do you approach this weekend's game?
Well, it's waiting to see who comes in who hasn't got, you know, a touch of flu. You know, there's been 4 or 5 players that have struggled with a little bit of flu this week. A couple we haven't seen for 3 or 4 days. So I think we'll have a roll call today and see who's available, who's not available, and then we'll take it from there. Without
intending any disrespect to Newport, would you like to think you've got a squad strong enough to handle that? We'll
see what players we've got available. I forget the squad. I think it's waiting to see who's coming in and who will be you know, who'll be up and running and ready to go.
What are your thoughts on Newport County then? Because obviously in the 3rd round, everyone expected Leicester to go there and get the win, and it never turned out like that.
The FA Cup is the FA Cup, and that's why it's, you know, the greatest cup competition in the world. It throws up surprises all the time, and in this country you can't take anything for granted. You know, they've got an identity to their team. They're a big, strong team. They've got people who work very, very hard together collectively. You know, Michael and obviously Lenny's there with him. You know, they've done a great job there, and it'll be a tough game. Every game that you play in this country is a tough game.
And obviously after what happened in the League Cup, none of your players need reminding of what can happen if they're not.
Yeah, you know, that was a disappointment. That was a massive disappointment. But if you spin it the other way, with the only club in the Championship that got to the quarterfinals of the League Cup or to the Carabao Cup. So yeah, we're disappointed to get beat, and I don't think we deserved to get beat. We missed lots and lots of opportunities. But on the positive side, there was no other club in the Championship who went that far.
Thank you.
No problems.
In terms of the Battle of the Bridges, I mean, would you, in some ways, would the romantics rather have perhaps been in Newport for you to sort of go back to your...
Oh no, I'm delighted that we're in Middlesbrough, and that's no disrespect to Newport or anything, but the home draw was important for us.
You obviously got the big win against Peterborough. I mean, does that stand you in good stead in terms of playing lower league opposition?
No, I don't think it does. I think the most important thing is to turn up with the right attitude. I think you've got to turn up with the attitude that it's going to be a really tough physical game, and that's what it's going to be. You know, Newport are going to come here and you know, it's it's a big game for them. They're bringing a lot of supporters up, and we have to make sure that we're prepared for a tough game.
Have you come across Michael Finn much in your football career?
A couple of times when he's played against us. First time as a manager, so it'll be nice. You know, I'll have a nice bottle of beer waiting for him and a bit of food after the game.
You get a bit more if you win the game. Apparently, you're getting a canvas of the Newport Transporter Bridge if Boro win, and I think the winning manager gets the same if Newport win.
Oh, well, that's nice. I've got plenty of room on the walls back home to stick that up.
And in terms of the season as a whole, obviously there's been sort of fan unrest in the Riverside. Is a good win in the FA Cup the sort of thing to get you perhaps geared up for the final run into the league?
I think wherever you go now, I think you speak to people, and you know, supporters are not happy with this and supporters are not happy with that. As I've said before, you know, I've got great respect for all the supporters at all the football clubs I've managed. You know, it's their football club, and you know, they will support that club all their lives. But it's the way it is, and you have to accept it and get on with it.
Will it be about sort of trying to get a bit of momentum for whichever teams are going to make it into the playoffs, do you think?
I think if we don't get beat tomorrow, that's 7 games unbeaten. It's not bad momentum.
And a good cup run, can that rub off on the league as well?
Yeah, it can. But you're always hoping for that home game. You know, if you win the game, you're always hoping for another home game and another home game and another home game. So, yeah, the most important thing is that we have a roll call today. We find out how many players are up for it and ready to go, and then the players that we pick and the team that we pick have a right go.
Is that a frustration? Because you probably, without the flu bug, you would have had an idea of how you were going to rotate, and now it's going to be almost taken out of your hands.
Yeah, but you know, I'm sure it's been flying everywhere. So it's been round the country. We're not the only team that has to deal with it.
Tony, am I right in thinking that when the draw for this match was made, you had lots of text messages, lots of people from Newport wanting to come up?
Yeah, there's lots of you know, I've got family coming up on both sides, on Debbie's side and mine, and obviously lots of friends that I've known over the years are coming up, and yeah, it's been busy.
I think I saw a clip with you on one of the websites where you were saying that there's an old friend coming up from Hill where he always wants money off you or something like that.
They all want money off me. No. I'm not sure whether that reverts to Debbie's uncle, my wife's uncle, who was in charge down the YM and used to play on a Saturday, and it was £1 subscriptions to have your kit. You couldn't play unless you put £1 in, and I was only about 15 playing in the men's team, and I didn't have £1 to give him. So he opened a little book, he said, and he's obviously family now. So every time I see Tony, he always brings that book up and goes, "You owe me another tenner." So no, he'll be here. He's actually coming up to the game. He's well into his 80s, and they're actually they're going across to Bristol and then flying up and staying overnight. So brilliant.
Oh, lovely. I think I read on the same article as well that obviously you've got very warm memories growing up in. I think you call it Pill. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah, it was a wonderful area. Like I say, the two schools, St Michael's was in that area. That was the junior school, or primary school, and then we had a junior, St Joseph's Junior, and still that was in that area. So I didn't have to catch any buses. The first time I caught a bus to go to school was when I was about 14, 15. That was the first time I really had to go out to that area. So it was a proper community. Everything that was needed was there. You know, and I mean everything. And we didn't have what people have today. And like I say, we didn't have anything, but we had everything. And it was a great childhood. Fabulous.
Do you see similarities between that area and Middlesbrough?
I see it in the people. I think if you speak to, like I say, you know, we go out and we have a Thursday night out with all the staff. We go to different areas, more so for us who are not local to see the areas and all. And it's always, the people have always come over as very warm, very friendly people. And, you know, that's the way I remember it in South Wales.
Just for my take, how do you pronounce the name of
Pill?
Is it just Pill?
Well, it was Pill Grenley, but we used to always call it Pill because we couldn't spell it, the full name. I couldn't spell anything anyway because I never went to school.
Thank you.
Cheers.